Hey, how you doing? It's your boy G Marcus Winters back with a brand new video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Today I will be doing a video talking about one of the best shows ever made, one of the best sitcoms ever made. Not just black, not any category, just period rate sitcom, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So today I'm doing a video on the reunion that they just had. I just seen the reunion like 2 hours ago, and oh my god, it was worth every single second, every single minute. They did a great job. Whoever like put it together, whether it was Will, whether it's the writers, I don't know who put it together. I don't, behind the scenes, I don't know how these things go, but they did a great job. First off, just seeing everybody just come back from Carlton to Will, like they did the whole freaking, they did like a whole intro of them coming back. It was just like one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, I really felt like being in the living room that it was just like, I feel like it was Christmas. I don't know, it just gave me that Christmas loving feeling, like you're a kid. I don't know what it was, man. It was just like, it was very touching. I don't know, something about it. They brought back everybody, every main character from the show. Of course, I know by now you guys have seen, they brought back the old Aunt Vivian. I'm pretty sure that you guys seen that. The old Aunt Viv, they brought her back, and her and Will, they chopped up, they had a good conversation, but they brought everybody back. They even brought back the little kid, the one that played Nikki on the show. Like, Aunt Viv and Phil's like son, they brought him back. It was amazing. The thing I liked about it a lot, there's so much things I liked about it, and one of the things I liked about it was everybody looked healthy. Everybody looked like they was in good shape. Everybody, like, they just looked so great. Everybody's skin was glowing. Usually, you got the Hollywood makeup, but you could just tell from Carlton to Will to freaking even Jeffrey, like everybody looked like they just take care of themselves. They look good, their skin looks good, like they just did a great job. Well, what I will say, to be brutally honest, what I would say is Hillary though, like she kind of looked a little bit off. I don't know. I'm not saying she looked terrible, I'm not saying she looked horrible. She looked a little bit off. Like out of everybody, like she's the one that looked like, not really the best as far as, aging, but she still looked good though. She still was pretty, still attractive. She still could be in WCW. But everybody else, they just looked so freaking great. Like all the cast members. Like, so the things I liked about the show, I just felt like it tackled every single thing. The only thing I didn't like about the show, it did not explain, it did not say how the third season was supposed to be the last season. I don't know if it was the third or the fourth season, but in case you guys didn't know, the episode where Will Smith, he goes back to Philadelphia, and then he calls Uncle Phil, or Uncle Phil calls him, and hey, when you coming back? And Will says, I'm not. And then that was it. That was supposed to be the end. They never explained that. They never talked about it in the show, but it's cool. It's all good. That was the only thing that, for what I know, that they left out, because it's been explained by Will Smith a couple of times. Like, yeah, he just wanted to just pay his tax off, and that was supposed to be like, after he pays it off or whatever, he just goes back to his normal life. So, well, yeah, but after the fans flooded NBC, I forgot what what network it was on. I think it was NBC, ABC, whichever one it was on. After they flooded and say, hey, what the hell is going on? How you just gonna leave us like that? It's like, basically it was gonna be a cliffhanger, and that was supposed to be it. But the fans went in and then said what they did, and then after they went in, they was forced to come back for a couple of more seasons. Now, me personally, like, I felt like, I don't know, I loved every season. I don't think they had a whack season period on the show. They didn't have one whack season. But mine, I don't know, for some reason, like, I could relate more to the last 3 seasons. I don't know why. I felt like they were more funny. I felt like it was more relatable. Like, I don't know, I like those more. But the last 3, I guess the last 3 was my favorites. Like, I liked it. But they all were good. So I felt like on the reunion, they touched on a lot of things, like how they were stylish. That was definitely something I'm glad they spoke about. Like how they just had to be the flyest. They had to get the flyest things. Every cast member, like, that was on the show, like, they had to wear the flyest outfits. Like, they said how Jordan would send them sneakers like 6 weeks, 4 weeks early. So, so Will Smith can get it, show it off or whatever. But yeah, like, that's something I liked about it. They touched on that. They gave a very, very good James Avery, aka Uncle Phil. They gave a very, very, very good tribute on him. It was very sad, very emotional. Like, I could have cried. I didn't cry, but I could have cried. Like, I remember at first it just seemed like they just edited out the crying for the cast members, like, they had the little sniffles and the red eye, it seemed like that was it, but no, they did not edit it out. At first they did, and then eventually you just seen everybody crying, and I felt like that was just like, I'm happy they kept that in. I'm happy they didn't edit it out. I'm happy they kept that in. That was like really, really cool. Like, but it was a sad tribute. There was so much great memories. Like they talked so much about Phil, and yeah, it was very touching. It was very, 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 very touching. It was real. Like, yeah, he made a big impact on the show. Everybody, all the cast members, they talked about how he was like a father to them, how he held the show down, and of course they showed auditions. It was really cool. They showed the auditions for Carlton. They showed auditions for Hillary Banks. Who else? I think they showed it for Ashley. I'm not too sure, but they definitely showed it for Carlton. They definitely showed it for Hillary Banks. They both looked at each other, they laughed, and they thought it was really funny or whatever, but that was cool. They showed a lot of behind the scenes footage. Like, this is the most I've seen as far as behind the scenes footage from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. This is the most I've ever seen. And, like, yeah, they showed a whole lot of behind the scenes stuff. Like, they broke down some of the scenes, like how they talked about how Will was always remembering everybody's lines, and he would be doing this. As they're talking, he's doing their lines, and then he does his line. It was just so hilarious. They started to zoom in on the face. He did a lot in the first 2 seasons. Like, they showed it, they showed when he did it. Like, they showed a lot where they just zoomed in on his face, and you could see him do like, I don't know if I'm doing it right. I'm probably looking a little funny, but they just showed his mouth like moving, but it's not saying nothing. But it was really cool, really, really cool. A lot of behind the scenes they showed. But now that I'm thinking about it, they didn't bring back Will's mom. It's just him. They didn't bring back the sisters. But I guess it wasn't that big deal. I didn't notice it when I was watching, so I guess it wasn't that big of a deal. But they didn't bring back. I don't even think they even mentioned Will's mom in this one. So that's kind of interesting. Wow, I never thought of it. But like I said, the surprising one for me wasn't Janet, the original Aunt Viv. The surprising one for me was definitely they brought back Nikki. Like, that was very interesting. Like, a friend I was watching it with, he mentioned it. He was like, yo, what happened to the little boy? And I was like, damn, they didn't bring him back. But they bring him back at the very, very end, and that was so freaking cool. Like, he kind of looks the same way. He just has a mustache. And he has waves on the spin. It was, like, really crazy. But it was just a great moment. Like, it was just, like, damn. Like, this had to be, like, the best reunion I've seen on a TV show, period, so far. Like, they covered every single thing. Like, another thing I liked about it was very creative with it. They showed the face-to-face that Janet and Will had, the original Aunt Viv. They showed that conversation. How that conversation went. I remember she cut him off like a month. Like, she kept cutting him off. Like, you could tell that she had so much to say. She had a lot to say. Because it's been like 27 years they haven't spoken. 27 years. Of course, Will bashed her. Not publicly. I never seen Will saying it publicly, but Will bashed her behind the scenes, and she said that he was blackballed her and whatnot. And she blackballed it. Like, she bashed him on YouTube, and I think she even wrote a book. Like, I was told that she wrote a book about it, so I'm not really sure. But bashing the show. But that conversation was really good. You could tell you could just tell it was healing. It seemed like it was an episode or something, like where they were acting, but it still felt genuine. Like, I don't know, it was like a scene from a movie, scene from a TV show, but I still felt like it wasn't fake. Like, I felt like it was something that they was really healing from. I feel like Will, it was like something like a weight off his chest, and I feel like with her, it was just like, this is years and years of stress, years of just not getting work and things like that. So, they hugged. It was just like a real peaceful, nice conversation. Besides the freaking interrupting, she interrupted my boy a lot. She interrupted Will a whole lot. But you take away the interrupting, she did, like, she was really cool. It was very heartfelt. And, of course, she went to the studios and she seen the family. They finally, the Aunt Viv, original and the new Aunt Viv, they met for the first time. They hugged. That was really cool. Like, when she hugged Ashley, it was something about when she hugged Ashley. I don't know what it was, but it seemed like, wow, like, mom. I don't know, something about it when Ashley and the original Aunt Viv hugged. If you look at the footage carefully, it was like, yes, it was something about that one out of when she hugged. From anyone she's hugged, like, I don't know, that one just really stood out to me. I don't know why. It just seemed like there was a connection there, like, mommy. I don't know what it was, but It was really good. Really good reunion. I loved it. They did a great job. I'm probably saying this 100 times in the video, but they did a great job. It definitely, like, next week is Thanksgiving break. I will definitely be watching old episodes of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air because I don't know, it was very inspiring just to see those people after 30 years come back together, redoing the whole set. The fact that they did the whole freaking set, like they recreated it, like that, it just was like, wow, like damn, the whole set. Like I've never seen that done. Like if it's been done, it's like, hey, I've never seen this been done. Like I would love for that to be done on an episode, like for a reunion for Martin. Like I would love that. Like that's my favorite show of all time, but that's a different story. But that would be really dope if they did that for Martin. But it was really good, and I'm happy they did. I could just imagine they do it like 10 years later. That would be interesting. Like 40 years later, that'd be very interesting. But it was really good. That was like the best, one of the best things I've seen on TV the whole year. Probably top 5 best things I've seen. And this goes for movies, this goes for TV shows, this goes for anything. It was just so well put together, and overall I would give this a solid 9. I'll give this documentary not even a solid 9. I'm giving it a 9.5. The only thing that was missing from this reunion was them explaining, why he got into the show. Because they left out the fact that he was bankrupt, that he's looking for a way, to get money, whatever, to get to pay off the taxes. They left that part out, and they left out the part where it's like after he paid his taxes, he's gonna leave the show. That's the only thing. That's my only complaint about the reunion. That's my only freaking complaint. Everything else was just fine. So they did a great job, and I don't know, man. I definitely felt like they probably should have did that around Christmas time, because I don't know, they should have released it at Christmas time, but that's just my personal opinion. But it was just so Christmas-like, childlike. It was just so, I don't know, man. They did a great job. So I'll just say, for the producers, the writers, Will Smith, shout out to you guys. You guys did a great job putting this together. Alright guys, we're at the end of this video. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please let me know if you're going to watch the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reunion. It's a really good reunion. Give me feedback. Tell me what you thought about this review. Tell me if you think that it should have been a straight 10 or should have been lower. Tell me what you think about it. Tell me what you think about it. Tell me if you did see it. Tell me what you thought about the reunion. Tell me if you liked it, didn't like it, what you did they left out. If I missed something from it that you thought was cool, let me know about it. Definitely please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel, it helps grow the channel. I want to just give a shout out to everybody. I would give names, but it's too much to name right now. But thank you for everybody that's been on me with this journey, all for the new people that's been coming in, subscribing. I just want to thank you guys. Thank you for all the support, all the views, especially for all you guys that watched the video completely. Like and comment. I will remember all of you guys. Thank you. Please follow me on G Marcus Winters TV. That's Twitter and Instagram. Follow, and I'll be giving you guys a new video every single week. You guys have a great day.